Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, can't complain. Although I've
Nice.
been watching the coronavirus numbers and they're horrific and they're going to get worse, unfortunately.
Yeah, line go up. It's pretty fun to watch, huh?
No, it's horrible to watch.
Well, it's not
Although
actually
those
fun.
those people are suffering. Yeah,
You've called me out on
it's
my casual sociopathy. No, of course it's horrific. The wheels of history are turning. Let's see what interesting stuff the future holds for us.
yeah. I think that we're definitely going to be moving into a more atomized society after this. And a lot of people are going to realize they don't actually need to be working in companies. They can work from home. I think a lot of companies are going to take advantage of it and basically outsource their offices to their employees' homes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're basically 20 years away from every house being a standard built with a cubicle instead of a bathroom. Um, I'm ready
Yes,
for it.
yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're ready? Oh, good. Yeah, I'm gonna start building my cubicle right now. Yeah, so that the neoliberal overlords can give me a little check mark, a little gold star on my forehead. Yeah. So
What's up, my man? What's on your mind? We talked a little bit prior over email, perhaps not as much. Saw your recent conversation with Destiny. It seemed like it was a lot of fun. I see you released a video just today saying that Destiny was cool. I thought you didn't like him.
well, as he self-described himself, he says he's totally fine with his girlfriend being fucked by other men because he's a cool fucking person. And I guess
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm not cool. What can I say?
Yeah. Wait, you're gonna lose the debate just like that? You're admitting you're not cool?
I've never claimed to be cool, and anybody who goes around claiming to be cool is by definition uncool, isn't that?
Oh, is that how it works? Yeah. Wait. What's the
It's like
issue with that?
when you have to when Maggie Thatcher said that if you have to tell people that you have power, it's like claiming to be a lady. You're neither. Yeah, that's basically it. You
Yeah,
see,
I think there was something in Game of Thrones about this too. I don't know. I only.
I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
Game of
yeah, yeah.
Thrones came after Maggie Thatcher,
No, I'm pretty sure Margaret
or do you
Thatcher.
think?
Dude, Game of Thrones happened in the Middle Ages. Margaret Thatcher was like the 80s. Okay.
Well, you know something who said that, who thought that? It was, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was Dennis Rodman who said that he loved Game of Thrones because he loved historical fiction, and he said it unironically. And it was like, oh my God. It's somebody like that, some basketball player, some media figure, somebody not particularly knowledgeable, but yeah, whatever.
Well,
So you're a communist.
considering the quality of the history education we get in this country, it's probably about on par with what's in the textbooks.
Yeah. So you're a communist. Is
Yeah.
that
Well,
right?
I ju- I self-identify as an anarchist, but yeah, a communist society is probably something we should be pushing to.
But you do recognize that every time that communism has tried to be implemented, it inevitably leads to a horrific number of people being killed.
What specific policies do you think I believe in that led to the deaths of many people in these
I
allegedly
don't know.
communist
I don't
countries?
really know much about you, to tell you the truth, and so I'm asking you. I mean, you guys self-identify as a communist, so
Uh,
please be more precise. I'd be interested in hearing about it.
yeah, sure. Well, typically speaking, the reason why you get these, what would you call them, I guess, communist failures, a lot of people point towards the Soviet Union, China, Venezuela. These problems tend to come more from external pressures and authoritarianism, more so than they do the inherent internal mechanisms of communism. None of these societies have even come close to a stateless, classless society. The Soviet Union was very much stated and very much had a class hierarchy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know.
a
I did my thesis at Dartmouth on the Soviet Union. Yeah, I know.
goddamn right. I'm just a good old fashioned list. I'm just a good old, postmodern neo Marxist. I'm just interested in implementing a society that minimizes hierarchy as much as possible, including class and state distinctions.
Well, why do you want to minimize hierarchy?
Because hierarchy's cringe, my dude. Why would any society want to have hierarchy?
Well, because it's quite obvious that there are different people who, at different stages, have different levels of importance to a society and to the other people around them.
Well, sure. Then
And
why don't we have a hierarchy of competence then? If somebody, for example, can contribute more, if they have some specialized knowledge, sure, let them be in a position of relevance there. But I don't think that should give them dominion over their fellow men, the ability to withhold power or enact state violence against them.
well, I'm not in favor of state violence against anybody.
Nice. Hey, me too.
You're nervous. What's up? What's wrong with you? You seem extremely nervous in this conversation.
Are we getting to the psychoanalyzing right off the bat? You weren't even going to wait a little bit longer?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question. You seem like really stressed out and tense.
Do you do horoscopes too?
Yeah, in my free time. But
What's my sign?
now
Wait, can you tell based off my the wrinkles next to my eyes?
No, I'm not watching you on the screen. I'm actually doing something else while we're talking.
Wait, wait. Are both your hands free? You okay?
I beg your pardon?
Both your hands free? You're not getting more out of this convo than I am, are you?
No, I'm not wanking off. If that's your polite way of asking? No.
I'm very polite. Why am I nervous? You can't even see me. What if I'm doing some crazy shit with my hands?
Well, I can tell by the tone of your voice that you seem very stressed out. And just chill out, man. There's no reason to like freak out.
Listen, after I watched
Destiny on me, where he freaked the fuck out. Hey, I think that you and I are Eskimo buddies.
After I watched the Destiny debate, I realized that I was up against an interlocutor of unparalleled skill, and I've been nervous ever since.
Dude, the thing is, I went to talk to Destiny because I just wanted to talk about how Destiny, quote unquote, debates. And he flipped his shit. And he's been sending all his little minions to annoy me. It's just
I'll just be like, I don't have to like parse it. You came off like a fucking lunatic in your debate with Destiny. I don't know if you're gonna like look for sympathy from me. I have my problems with Destiny, but they are not the problems that you have. You came off like an unhinged maniac in that conversation. If his minions have been harassing you, I'm really sorry. I have his Discord. I can DM him, tell him to get his minions to lay off or something. But I can't sympathize with you on that one.
I'm not asking for your sympathy.
Okay.
I just know exactly what I know. And you saying that you think it's one way, that's you're entitled to your opinion. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't want to. But hey, listen, I got my problems with the guy. I don't want to defend Destiny too hard or nothing. But maybe we can. I can like show my stream the video afterwards. We can get their opinion. I don't want to poison the well or color their opinions preemptively.
Okay.
But what about you? What problems do you have with Destiny?
I think he sets a bad example. I think that he's a fundamentally nihilistic person, and he basically foments that in his followers, and I don't like that personally.
What do you mean by nihilistic? Like he doesn't believe in objective morality, or?
No, he doesn't believe in any kind of morality. All he cares about is just winning his quote-unquote arguments. It's not an issue of winning an argument. He's not interested in finding any kind of truth, or if you can't find a truth, of like honing in on the problem, on the problem at hand. He's not interested in that. He's just interested in showing off how clever he is.
Why do you argue?
Because I've got nothing better to do right now. I just came off a big project. It closed out, last week. I'm stuck in Amsterdam. I'm bored. And so why not? Don't have anything better to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, look at that. We all have our reasons, right? See, I like to argue because it's fun for me, and because I like using it as a platform to promote socialist ideas. That's sort of my impetus, So
have you ever lived in a socialist country?
I don't think there are any socialist countries right now.
Well, there are a lot of self-avowed countries, or a lot of self-avowed governments who were socialist in their day.
Oh yeah, they say lots of stuff about themselves.
Like,
I mean,
instance,
North Korea is democratic. How it is.
The Allende regime in Chile, right? That was a self-declared socialist state, right?
Yeah, I'm slightly disappointing. I know. I have not lived in the Allende state.
No, obviously not, because it happened before you were born.
Myself been there.
Yeah. But you would agree that that was like a stab at socialism, right?
Oh, there have been plenty of attempts at socialism, but it's like building a castle out of a deck of cards. You know, the higher up
Hmm.
you go, the closer you get to perfection. You know, glorious
Hmm.
communism. The harder it is to keep everything stable, especially when there are outside destabilizers. There are a lot of really complicated reasons why all the multiple regimes and societies that have attempted socialism in the past have had mixed results.
Okay, well, let me ask you the following question.
Hmm.
See, if it's so fragile, hmm,
Hmm.
doesn't that augur very poorly for that system long term? If it is so easily destabilized and knocked over by outside agitators, as you say?
Well, the problem is, generally speaking, capitalist countries of that size are also extremely easy to destabilize. There have been plenty of societies
Wait,
which are
wait, wait,
not.
wait, wait, wait. What did you say there? Can you capitalist countries of that size? What are you referring to?
So if we take a country like Chile, for example,
Hmm.
even if it weren't socialist, it's not today, of course, it's very neoliberal. If we took a society or a country of a similar size, population,
Hmm.
GDP, and military strength,
Hmm.
and look throughout history, you'll find that many countries of around that size or smaller have been subject to very powerful imperial pressures, whether or not they've been socialist. There
Hmm.
is an added pressure on a global scale for capitalist agents, United States, Western Europe, what have you, to destabilize socialist countries because historically they've been sort of an antagonizing force against one another. But I do believe that fundamentally, there's nothing that makes a socialist state weaker than a capitalist state. I think they're capable of mustering the same resources. It's just a matter of getting the groundwork laid before somebody else comes over and kicks up the sandcastle.
But then how come, capitalist societies, as you call them, seem so sturdy? They don't seem to tip over at the drop of a hat. Well,
Well,
sorry
they
for mixing my metaphors, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, they haven't. South America has had plenty of failed capitalist states. Africa and the Middle East and Southeast Asia have been festering hotbeds of revolution and invasion and colonialism, even without socialism. It's not so
Hmm.
much a matter of the economic policies, it's a matter of their relationship to the most powerful global agents.
How old are you?
I'm 26. How old are you?
I'm 52, exactly twice your age.
Exactly double my age, twice the wisdom.
I doubt that,
I was
Uh,
being charitable. Why do you ask?
no, I'm like I said, I'm just wondering about why you're so nervous. But that's okay. Go on.
I already answered that question. It's because I know you're a skilled interlocutor, and I'm terrified
No,
to be
I'm
going up
not.
against you.
I'm not too bright. I'm kind of slow, and even slower now in my old age. What can I say?
Wait, is complimenting you the secret to getting you to concede points? Is that the rhetorical tactic Destiny needs to implement in order to defeat you once and for all?
I don't understand your question.
That's okay. Yeah. No, I'm not nervous. I'm having a grand time. So what does that have to do with my age? There are a lot of cocky Zoomers out there.
No, I'm just trying to see what you're coming from and what you're trying to achieve in this conversation.
Wait, well, I already said I like promoting socialist ideas. There are a lot of people out there who believe, for example, that history has shown us socialism doesn't work. I don't think that's an accurate interpretation of history. I like talking about those
Hmm.
ideas. I also just like the sound of my
Okay,
own
wait, wait,
voice.
wait. Okay, um, so you think that socialism it's never been properly implemented, but would you say that capitalism has been properly implemented?
To the standards of its original development, not really, no. Adam Smith would have been disgusted by how capitalism is implemented in like modern neoliberal countries. There are a huge number of provisions that have
Hang
been.
on a second. Hold your horses there, cowboy. Adam Smith is not really like the true capitalism comes from David Ricardo.
I
Adam Smith laid the groundwork, but the real big brain there is David Ricardo. But okay, that's besides the point.
I,
Capitalism is a system. Do you know what capitalism is? Can you please define it for me?
uh, Capitalism is an economic system which generally promotes free markets and the promotion of private property rights, which allows for the accumulation and leveraging of capital in the hands of private non-state actors. That's
Hmm.
generally kind of like a broad, but there are a
Yeah,
lot of
sure.
specific.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And what would socialism be then?
Well, socialism would be, I mean, functionally, socialism just takes that and puts it in the hands collectively of the workers. You abolish private property rights, or at least as they exist today, and you implement them in a way that allows for the collective control of the means of production by the workers. You also abolish the form of production, but I don't advocate for that as much on my channel.
Okay, so let me ask you the following question. Would you say that capitalism has been, in its different forms with different variations, but has generally been successfully implemented in many different societies and many different countries in many different periods of time?
What do you
Would
mean
you
by
say that
successfully?
that it has been self-sustaining and hasn't collapsed at the tip of a hat and hasn't needed to use, the barrel of a gun to keep itself going?
Oh, I mean, that's kind of a loaded question. I mean, private property by definition requires the existence of a loaded gun in order to maintain itself. The implementation of state violence is the only way to protect private property rights. But no, there have been tons of capitalist countries that have up and failed. Right now, if we look at...
But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that if they failed. I'm saying, have there been any that have succeeded?
I
Because
don't...
you and I both know that there have been.
Well, I don't know what you mean by success. As in, like, they exist now and they're stable? Yeah, for the most part. Like, the United States, England, France, Germany. Like, yeah, they're fairly stable countries. But we're only, like,
Okay, so wait,
250 years in, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's a pretty long time if you think about it. That's 10 generations. But going back to the issue of stability and delivering material welfare to the majority of the population, you say that socialism has never been truly implemented because it's, your words, it's like a house of cards, and therefore that would imply that it is fragile. And you've also said that exterior forces have destabilized it and knocked over, as it were, the house of cards. So you're saying basically that socialism is inherently unstable and capitalism has proven to be stable.
No, I never actually said either of those things.
Well, that's
capitalism...
the logical inference. Wait, that's the logical inference that would be inferred. I mean, excuse me. The logic, it would logically follow from what you've said previously.
Yeah. So let's add a little bit more info to this. Capitalism is the newest and the most short.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait.
Jack, hold on. You're getting nervous, man. I got to add some fuel to the fire before we can sit around
because
it.
you're not going to add information.
Oh.
You're going to qualify your premises. That's
no, I'm gonna educate you, my man. I'm here to help you. I want you to understand my ideas. Okay, so I don't think that capitalism is inherently stable at all. In fact, it's pretty much the core component of Marxian economic theory to believe that there are internal contradictions within capitalism that will eventually lead to its demise. Feudalism was around for nearly...
a long time.
Well, not really. Feudalism was around for 2,000 years, and it was stable the entire time.
Not quite.
Wait.
Go on.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, we can get finicky with the numbers, but capitalism as it exists now has been around for about 250, maybe 300 years, and already we are currently living through a period of unprecedented populist revolt against neoliberal economics. Right now,
but wait a second, you're conflating neoliberalism with capitalism.
Yeah, well, neoliberalism seems to be the most
capitalist flavor, but it's not capitalism.
Yeah, except the people who are challenging neoliberalism tend to be fascists or socialists who are implementing or looking to implement something distinctly other than capitalism.
Well, I'm against neoliberalism, and I'm certainly not a fascist.
All right, I'll take your word for it. But no, capitalism...
You asked me on Discord what I was, and I told you.
You said you were like a pragmatic humanist, right?
Yeah.
I've heard the term pragmatic humanist from a lot of people, like, we wish we could be civil and decent to the blacks, but pragmatically we know we can't live in a society with them without them, raping our white women, so we got to keep them. There are a lot of... About? I'm just saying, it doesn't really describe anything.
Me like implying and smearing me that I'm a racist?
No, I'm saying it doesn't mean anything. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that.
Well, do you want me to discuss what it means specifically?
Well, no, because we were still talking about why capitalism isn't inherently stable and socialism isn't necessarily less stable.
It is inherently stable. Okay?
So 250 years,
inherently
a newer and younger economic system than any other which has been predisposed sort of on a global stage, more so than the empires and the slave states, more so than the hunter-gatherer societies before.
Do you know
more so
why
than
socialism is inherently unstable? Have you ever
please
stopped to
enlighten
consider
me.
why that? Yeah, it's the mechanism of price discovery. That's it. It's not more complicated than that.
Mechanism.
Failure of
How
social.
about you elaborate?
Yeah, price discovery is the issue of the free market where supply and demand intersect, and you have price discovery, right?
That's
the
it.
specific issue.
The supply demand curve is why socialism doesn't work.
Yes, because socialism misprices and misallocates resources.
You
And that's why
realize
it
that
tends to fail.
supply demand economics weren't implemented for the vast majority of human civilization, and there were empires that have outlasted America's existence 10 times over. You do realize, like, you say you're against neoliberalism, but you're making a very strange argument where an economic principle that's only been invoked for a fraction of a human civilization is somehow the bedrock of the sustainability of all market economies.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't know how to say that any more simply than I just did.
No, you said it in an incredibly complicated way, and it's way over my head. So just assume that I'm like 5 years old. And please explain what you said to me.
I have a sociology degree, not a teaching degree, but I'll help. I'll try my best.
I have a philosophy degree and a history degree.
All right, so
historically, and sociology. Come on, sociology. That's bullshit. That's you know, and you and I both know it was bullshit.
I don't know it actually.
So what are you talking? Yeah, well, I'm telling you then. So why don't you explain what you meant by that word salad? What are you trying to say?
Okay, so I'll say it slower. Human civilization has been around for about 10,000 years, more or less, give or take. And during that time, only a very tiny fraction of human society has existed in a period of time during which we believe that economic sustainability comes from recognizing market forces, supply, demand, laissez-faire, what have you.
Stop right there.
Hit me up.
Right there.
Hit me up.
Stop right there.
Hit me up.
Okay. Yeah, you're saying that in a theoretical sense, it's a fractionally small amount of time that this has been known. But in a practical sense, it's been known since the beginning of trading, People offer some good or service, and they offer it for 10. And people say, no, not interested. And then they offer it for 9, not interested, 8, and 7. And then they start buying. People have known this since trading
What does
began.
this have to do with socialism?
The point is socialism is inherently tries to short circuit the pricing mechanism.
You do know I'm a market socialist, right?
I beg your pardon?
I'm a market socialist. You do know that, right?
I have no idea. I have no idea who you are.
Okay, so I can clarify for you. There are 2 problems with what you've just said. For one, the idea that the supply-demand curve dictated the price of goods back during the feudal era is laughable. The degree to which subsidies...
Do you know who's Marco Polo?
Marco Polo.
Do you know that there was trading during the Middle Ages?
Wait, I didn't say there wasn't trading. But the economic...
how do you think that they priced things?
The economic bedrock...
What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. Wait, I can help you understand this, okay?
You can help me understand? No,
the
I
idea
this.
of deciding what the worth of a product is before trading it is a fundamental economic theory that has existed since the beginning of time and will continue to exist until we're all dead. That's just how human beings work.
Yes,
Socialism
that is
doesn't...
what I said.
Socialism doesn't get rid of the idea of recognizing the value of things based on its demand.
No, that's the whole point of socialism.
No, it's not.
It short circuits the pricing mechanism and assigns arbitrary values to goods and services. And as a history, you have the misallocation of resources.
And as a history major, I would think
socialist economies.
As a history major, I would think that you would know this. Wait. Listen. You can say 1 or 2 or 3 stupid things at a time, but it takes more time to correct you than it does for you to say something dumb. You're a history major, bro. You're a fucking history major. You don't know this?
You saying that what I'm saying
is stupid. The distribution of resources under feudalism was very rarely dictated by the fucking price curve.
Resources. I'm talking about.
It was dictated by use value.
Has always existed, and you claim that
trading will always exist.
Doesn't make it so.
Do you think socialism means no trading?
No, socialism means mispricing goods and services in an economy.
Wait, can you find me a definition of socialism that has the word mispricing in it?
I don't need to. I can just point to the Soviet Union.
You don't need to. Whoa. No one's talking about the Soviet Union here. Soviet Union wasn't socialist, my dude.
No, it wasn't a socialist. That's always the argument.
Yeah. Damn, it's almost like you actually have to engage with the ideas rather than just pointing at Venezuelans saying, haha, it didn't work. So
Because it
the
doesn't
use
work.
value
It's
of
never
goods was
worked.
by and large the metric by
Venezuela,
which we determined the
Cuba,
distribution of
Chile,
resources back during
Russia,
feudalism.
China. The Chinese even recognized that it doesn't work, and they became capitalists.
You're
for crying
getting
out loud.
you're getting nervous, Jack. China was never socialist.
I'm not.
You are. You're
China
literally doing the
was.
vuvuzela argument. You sound
Are
like a
you saying
neoliberal
that
right
it's
now.
not- oh my God.
Not smart enough to engage with the ideas, just pointing at other countries.
Okay. It was my mistake to talk to you because you're dishonest.
Are you running off already?
It's
Are
boring
you
to
really
talk to somebody
bitching
who's
out that
dishonest.
quickly? I was
I
expecting
am
more
telling
from you,
you're-
coach.
You're saying things that are objectively true. That you can
That
look
are
at
objectively
Paul
true?
Samuelson's
Thank you, I
book on
agree.
Economics, and you're saying that they're stupid.
Dude.
Come on, man.
I don't know how well your
literally-
channel's been doing lately, but I'm pretty sure if you go back and get a refund for your history degree, you can still get a percentage back on it. Okay?
I'll tell you right now. I literally recapped arguments in Paul Samuelson's book. Okay, that's the standard economics 101 textbook.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Wait.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
know.
quoting from a
That's-
book,
that's
why
the
can't you
thing.
make a decent argument?
No, I repeated the argument from that book.
Well,
and
you did
said
a
it was
really bad
stupid.
job of it because you sounded kind of
Oh,
dumb. Was
yeah.
the book
Yeah,
that stupid?
okay.
Should I give it a read?
Yeah, but you're dishonest.
Damn,
I
is
guess all
dishonest
leftists are
dishonest a dog whistle for you, and it means
Dishonest are
blew me the
because
fuck
that's
out?
what it means with leftists. Leftists are unable to argue.
You
And they
literally
always
can't
say
follow the
that
most basic fucking hypothetical questions.
Everything that has happened, it wasn't real socialism. That's the excuse.
Yeah, do you want to
And
talk about the ideas?
You yourself said that socialism is a house of cards and it can be just blown away.
No, I didn't
That's
say
the
that.
truth, and I'm explaining. You said so at the beginning.
No,
of
I
the
said
conversation,
building
man.
socialism is difficult.
Building
Once you
socialism
have
is
a socialist
difficult.
society that
Then
functions,
how come nobody has ever succeeded in doing so?
do you want to talk about the ideas?
Oh, I'll tell you right now, you're dishonest.
Is that wait?
You're
That's not a
dishonest,
response to
and
my question. Are you okay,
This is
dude?
a waste of time.
Jack, you're
to
getting
talk to you.
nervous. I'm happy. I love talking about ideas with you. We
No,
didn't even get to
because-
talk about how
oh,
you're
really?
red pilled. You know, I'm pretty red pilled myself. You spazzed out on like the starting question. I thought we were gonna have a.
You started saying things that are objectively true, acknowledged by everybody who.
Okay, coach, coach.
A basic economics book, and you said it's stupid.
Coach.
It's true.
Well, wait.
It's true, and you
I don't
claiming that
know
what
if
I
the
said is
I don't know if the
stupid.
book is stupid. It's
Yeah,
just
I
stupid when
do.
you read it. You make it sound stupid. Maybe if I read the
I
book,
make
it
it
would
sound
sound
stupid.
smarter. But
Okay.
filtered through
See,
you,
but
it comes off
that's the
pretty
thing.
dumb.
See,
Wait, are you done
saying
crying? I thought you were an
something
alpha
that-
male. This is fucking
okay.
pathetic. Are you done crying? Can we move to the next topic if you're not capable of engaging in this one?
Oh my goodness, this is sad.
Do you want
You're
another
a really
topic?
Sad little man.
We can talk about cucking, iDubbbz, or are you gonna run?
No, but I understood that you're a little bit of a simp, aren't you?
Are you? Wait. So you're staying? We're good?
We're good, little simp. Man.
Ah, we're good. Yeah. What's up? What does simp mean to you?
Look in the mirror. That's all you need to know.
That's not an answer. Also,
That is
I've
the
seen.
answer that
Also,
you
I've
get.
seen your pictures. I really wouldn't be making jokes like that. So, what does a simp mean to
That's
you?
perfectly fine. Hmm?
What does a simp mean to you?
No, Bausch, I thought you were more interesting.
Wait, you literally
I
can't
honestly
even.
thought
You
you were-
can't even answer. You fall apart so fucking quickly, dude. You don't even have like a fucking one-off definition. You can't even put out a quip. What, really? Look in the mirror? What is this, fucking middle school? You're 52 years old. You didn't write this on the back of your
I
hand?
thought that you were more interesting.
Where's
I
the?
thought
What's
you were
simp
more
mean?
interesting.
What's simp mean?
I thought you were more interesting, and
You
you're
don't
not.
got an answer. You're so
I
nervous.
know.
What's up?
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, what's a
And
simp?
it's sad.
What's a simp?
It's sad.
What's a
because
simp?
I thought that you'd be
Beta!
more interested. Okay.
You gonna run?
So I'm gonna leave because it's boring. If you're gonna start like saying shit like that and having like this is
Oh
boring.
yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm not running. You're a simp. What does a simp mean? I'm getting out of here quick. Dude, come on. You're so fucking boring. I was expecting at least an hour and a half of content. Get the fuck out of here. I left the call. The fucking boring piece of shit, dude. I plan out my content on this. I plan my content on this channel. Okay, I need at least 1 hour of entertainment. Oh my fucking god, dude. Jesus Christ. What a fucking beta male. Beta! Dude, we didn't even get to talk about all the. I wanted to make fun of him because he brags about only bagging 18-year-old chicks or something, like a creepy fucking old dude, fucking cradle robbing outside high school gymnasiums. I didn't even get a chance to talk about all the good stuff. Wait, you left first? He's gonna milk that? Nah, I'm not gonna. He's just gonna cry for like 15 minutes. Jesus. Oh man.